Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 24th of February, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And do keep in mind as we move forward with the reading, this is general for the day for all 12 signs for the collective. So just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. But as well, thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions. All right, bear with me. It is very early here. I was pushed to once again begin doing these at an early hour. Anyways, the overall message I channeled for us for this upcoming Thursday, claiming your independence. Claiming your independence. All right, let's put this to the side. And as I elbow these, that's the little deck we're going to use. Everything happens for a reason. You will be reminded, of just that throughout this day. So we're going to begin and pull one oracle card from the Green Witch Oracle deck for each quarter, okay? Let's do some shuffling. For my beautiful collective for this upcoming Thursday. Okay, we got 1 out of the 4. And we're going to pull the last one right from the top. Wrong, I apologize. That was the weirdest way to go about it, but we got it, okay? Let me push these over. Okay, so we're beginning this day, an underlining focus on focus and tranquility. Where and how do you feel the most tranquil? What are you focusing on, and is it making you feel less peaceful within? I need to bring back or maintain a level of inner peace, okay? It feels like it's a day where in the midst of you reaching and claiming your independence, you need to figure out why you don't feel as calm as you could. Or it just feels like somebody in your midst could be a little bit on edge, and don't let that affect you in a negative manner. Focus on the facts that Spirit brings to your attention, but not too much. It just feels like your self-growth is definitely a focus throughout the day. Stay focused and accomplish what you need to, but don't stress about it all the meanwhile. Especially at the end of the day, give yourself a moment or several moments, one big moment of serenity, okay? So we're beginning the day in the spread, the first quarter, with memory. All right, let me show you the card, and then we will pull for this one. I'm sorry if the lighting's a bit off. Let's see here. What do we have for this first quarter? You'll remember, and that's a good thing, okay? It feels like it could be dream-wise. This came up in Sagittarius' reading for the week, as we do have the 9 of Swords, but you could also find that your sleep in the previous night, not so hot is what they're saying. Not the best quality, per se. With the Queen of Wands, whatever you dreamt about or whatever you remember in the beginning of the day, as we do have the I Remember card at the bottom of the deck here, from a different oracle deck, it's purposeful. It's helping you recognize something about your quest for independence, about one of the next changes you're about to implement along your path. Could be a move of residence, career-wise. It could be a multitude of realizations as to why you're not as happy as you could be these days. You could be feeling like this little sun here, where you are going to have a good day ahead, a lot to accomplish, a lot to be thankful for, but you're not feeling your most vibrant, or you're not feeling as thrilled due to your lack of sleep, certain spiritual dreams, or the environment you're wrapped up in. The last couple daily reads, the first quarter has been a little bit rough. Energy-wise, there's a focus on your fire placement or placements, regardless of what your main sign is throughout this first quarter. Allow for yourself with the Queen of Wands to stay passionate, or to bring that passion into the situation in a simplistic manner. Allow yourself to remember why you have been approaching something change-wise, why you've been working so diligently to get a business or a hobby off the ground, or to acquire a new job, Where do you see yourself in 5 years and 10 years? Wow, that's a heavy question to ask as you are pushed to by spirit in this first quarter. Okay. It could be purposely to get you to think about your individual path and potentially to put you on a detour. But I feel like for some of us, it's to get us away from focusing on the negatives throughout this first quarter, because they don't want us to head in that direction mind wise, mentally, throughout the day. Expect the best or the worst will come to be. You manifest your thoughts. We move on to the second quarter of the day where we have hope. Hope. I just heard, let the dark teach you something. Let the hope teach you something. Let the light teach you something. I didn't mean to say let the hope, but that came out for a reason. You need to keep the hope alive and think about what I was just saying. I love how my readings just flow as they're meant to. Let the flow take place or come back to your situation as you make your way through this Thursday, this day in general. It just feels like you need to tackle something head on, face on, but not in an unproductive manner. It's a day where you need to keep the hope alive, and that hope is going to come in handy in the second quarter in the form of options, okay? It's going to help you manifest more than you think. There's a reminder throughout the second quarter that if you're looking for a job, if you're looking for a move of residence, if you're looking for something in particular, you have a lot of options. It just feels like you as well are pushed to recognize a lot of people have your back in the second quarter. So to keep that hope present in your situation. Some of you are implementing a change in the upcoming week or weeks, and you're reminded that that's going to open up a gate to more options for you, more flow, more happiness, more creation, more creativity. They're drawing me to the snake here. There's a snake in the grass throughout this day, and you need to keep your cool and stay away. Period. Okay? Even if that person is just energetically connected to you, there's a snake in the grass, interesting, in the grass. You need to do your best, especially if they're in your physical situation. Just don't play their game. Stay cool and keep away. All right, there's an underlying focus on certain emotions. It's in the second quarter where you're pushed to ask yourself, when are you happiest? When are you heartbroken? When are you emotional? And who and what's affecting both ways of being? All right, you need to ask yourself, how do I embrace this happier side? And who and what do I wrap myself up with more so moving forward? A change will help, of course, for a lot of us. But just needing to prioritize your happiness in order to keep things optimistic, hopeful, and they're saying, and intelligence, that's key. All right, remind yourself of how intelligent you are. Utilize it to your advantage. There's a focus on letting this day be the beginning, or the beginning of March soon enough to be a beginning for you in the upcoming weeks, potentially, whatever your timeline is. There's a focus on needing to have that cup overflow once again, and it starts with keeping that hope alive or bringing it back once again. Trust. Trust oneself. Trust your path. Trust what you realize when your third eye opens at a multitude of times throughout this day. It can be a lot to handle, but it's meant to be. What's meant to be will be. That's going to be a reminder as well, as you remember a lot, and you need to trust those memories. But trust your intuition all the meanwhile. If you feel as if something isn't perfect, ask yourself if it's meant to be perfect, or if you can improve it, or if it's more purposeful or meant to be to move on to something new. Interesting, I bring out the Two of Cups. It's all the meanwhile you're going to connect with somebody purposeful. You could be thinking about a level of trust or a lack of which with a specific somebody, and how to gain more trust in that the category of love, or in the category of who you care about, right? It feels like Spirit's pushing you to recognize that who's in your situation now, they're not they just say bastard. They're not that negative individual or toxic individual from your past that pushed you to not trust people as much as you once did. All right, remember how you were done dirty and how this person isn't that individual. Even put that trust that is rewarded, that is necessary at times, strategically in certain friends. Allow yourself to repair one's lack of trust and strategically place it in certain individuals, including this person that you want to grow with. You want to see where things go. Just allow yourself to let the past be the past. Remember how you once opened up more so than you do now. Okay? We'll move on, keywording, to attraction. I love that we talk about trust in the Two of Cups, and we move on to the attraction card to finish up the day. Who are you attracted to? Do you feel attractive, right? I feel like if you haven't been feeling very attractive these days, you're pushed to, in a peaceful, calm way, instill some self-care. Do a face mask, pour a bubble bath, allow yourself to be the person that takes care of you the most until somebody is able to take care of you in other ways. It feels like you're going to be reminded that you aren't alone in your quest to claim your independence. In certain different ways throughout the day, you're claiming your independence and showing everybody, or at the very least showing yourself, that you are an individual and you will attract a lot of options, divine interventions, okay? Divine unions, one in particular, because you're claiming your independence. And all the meanwhile, that's very attractive to a specific somebody. Being pushed to rest with the Four of Swords, a reminder that it's attractive when you view yourself as protected, when you recognize or remember that this specific somebody or multiple people want to protect you as well moving forward. Allow for yourself to take a deep breath and remember how damn attractive you are, and keep that hope alive all the meanwhile, and implement more self-care once again to enhance or bring back that glow, as it is once again a day where you put in an immense amount of hard work and are reminded how that's paying off as you claim your independence and do what's right for you. All right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing Thursday, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye.